This question of resources, and you raised it. Now, your Irish accent is interesting, so we better tell people, of course, you're a Kiwi by birth. The New Zealanders who won the World Cup have less resources than Ireland. Is that not so?
That is true. They don't have a high performance unit. They're amateurs. They do their training by themselves. And we spoke to Glenn, the coach, and he said, well, this is the best prepared Black Ferns team came out. We had 4 days of training before we left. So there's a vast difference in the amount of training the Kiwi girls got to the Irish girls. They did have a series with England and Canada and Australia previously, but there's no funding for the Black Fern.
Every team in the competition, is it not true, with the exception of England, is actually amateur?
Yeah, they are. Now they've got good. I mean, if you look at the Kiwis, back in New Zealand, they're born playing rugby. So you can transfer a girl that's a professional netballer into rugby because she's had a background of watching rugby, so she knows the laws and she has an understanding of the rugby. So it's an easier transition for those types of players. But we don't have that luxury here in Ireland. The girls tend to come from GA backgrounds, wouldn't really know much about rugby.
All right, that final, in fact, both semi-finals and final, I thought it was England, New Zealand, France and the USA were the 4 final teams, right? The athleticism of the girls was in stark contrast to the athleticism of the Irish girls.
Yeah, I'd agree there. I don't think they were best prepared. I don't think...
But isn't there a personal responsibility?
Oh, definitely. I mean, leading into the last World Cup, it was my responsibility to go out and do my 500 passes a day. It was my responsibility to make sure my nutrition and my training was kept up to date. It was my responsibility to make sure I was doing my recovery stuff as well. So there is an onus on the players and individuals, and sure, most of them would have done that. I'm not sure whether their training consisted of what they needed to be doing.